Back to the grind again. Back to the lab again, yo. So, working on some final touch-ups on the helmet so we can get this thing completely ready to paint. Possibly adding some Velcro today to the armor. I hope everybody is having a good Tuesday. Welcome aboard the Nerdy Edits. Hello there. Hope all is well. A little sanding on this here helmet. Get it ready for paint. I hope you are having a happy Tuesday. So what I've got here, you can see these are kind of all rough edges on the bottom here, also on that. So I'm just going to take some Bondo and smooth that out a bit. Try to take some of these rough edges off the back as well. Oh, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Hope you're healthy, wealthy, and wise. Or somewhere, in between one of those. My birthday is in March. Stopped celebrating my birthday many years ago. Once you reach a certain age, you don't like them anymore. You don't like them as much. I hope you get lots and lots and lots of good stuff and are surrounded by friends and family. And this will just kind of give it a little bit more of a uniform look around the edge here. And yeah, with a resin cast thing, you're not going to use anywhere near as much Bondo or filler primer because you don't have those layer lines that you got to deal with. But typically you will have some jagged edges around where you've trimmed it up. And so I like to come through with this just to clean it up, make it all look uniform. Yeah, that's Bondo. The color of this, it's kind of a rusty red color. Quite toxic. Should not eat it. Probably don't want it on your skin. But it works wonders for smoothing out prints. And you can also combine this with acetone and make more of a slurry, kind of a liquid that I tend to do on 3D prints because it helps fill those layer lines very easily. But yeah, you just put this on, let it dry, and then sand it down. And it will fill up those little edges and ridges and pieces and make it look better. Toxic deliciosus. Yeah, most of what we work with here is toxic. You don't want to breathe it, you don't want to eat it, you really don't want to get it on your skin. Thus the gloves. Sorry, had an incoming call, I had to stop it. Welcome aboard, whoever has come aboard. I do appreciate having you here. Grizzly King, welcome, man, welcome. Working on my Skirata commission helmet build. Kind of getting it ready for paint. So putting some Bondo on these cuts that aren't exactly perfect. Smooth those out, sand it down before I paint. So this, after I sand this, then I'll go over it with some filler primer. And that'll show me any other areas it might need a little bit of work. Because there will be some imperfections in this that you won't see until you throw the paint down. So then once I get the individual pieces on this painted, because there's two ear caps that go on, and then we've got the range finder as well. I'll have to construct all that and glue that in. I just want to get it painted first because those pieces are painted a different color. So I'll need to get it painted, and then I'll start gluing on all the accessories. I got the visor already cut and ready to go. So this is really coming along. He's got, there's two gauntlets that Mike over at 850 Armor Works has made up for Cody. Cody's the guy that I'm building this for. Two gauntlets that are now complete, so once I get those in, I'm pretty much ready to go on this. I have a slight fitting I want to do with Cody, just to make sure that everything, and you know, I kind of know where everything's going and get it in the right place. And then really the only piece that I've got to work on are the knee pieces. So these are the knee armors, and they're Django style knee armors. So I've got to recreate the two little blaster darts. There's two of them that go here and here, and this set didn't come with them, so I've got to actually kind of recreate that out of some plastic or something. Still working on that, but that's the only real piece left of this to do before we get to painting. I got the boot armor done on my last live, and I'll show that to y'all here in a sec. It's real cool. I like the way that it worked out. I had to attach some snaps to get it snapped in correctly. That's what the CRL calls for. So I am building this as a 501st approved costume. So I got to follow the costume requirement list, the CRL of the 501st for it. Which is, you know, always a little daunting and a little more difficult, but you know, it gives you kind of something to strive for. So let me know if y'all have questions about what I'm doing here. So yeah, that's the helmet part. Let me show you some of the stuff I've worked on over here. So on my last live, I did the boot armor. So these are Doc Martin Chelsea's. Chelsea's are the standard shoe, pretty much, of many different Star Wars characters. Stormtroopers are white Chelsea's. Din Djarin wears Chelsea's. Chelsea's are a very common Mandalorian boot. So it called for snaps on the back. Oop, that snap came off. Gotta re-glue that. And I'll find this happens with Jesse. Snaps on the back that correspond to snaps on here. Thank you, Crown Tattoos. I appreciate it. I'm not the best YouTuber ever. I think that's Mr. Beast. But I'll take the accolades. I will always take the accolades. So a lot of times when I'm using super glue to glue something, it takes 2 or 3 goes to get the glue really something to stick to. So I'm not surprised that these are coming off. So anyway, CRL calls for these snaps, and it sits down on here and then snaps on the end there. And that's how that's going to go. I'm going to let this one dry on this side before I snap it back. But got the boot pieces done. There's another piece that will come up like this on it and attach as well. So that's the whole boot armor. Again, this is basically Jango Fett armor. It's a Jango Fett style suit with, I think, kind of a Boba helmet without the, I don't remember, did Jango have the, yeah, it may even be a Jango helmet, but it's Jango Fett armor that's going to be painted in kind of this desert camo color, Cal Skirata. So Cal Skirata was a Mandalorian commando that that trained the Grand Army of the Republic. So he was a friend of Jango Fett's, and Jango incorporated him to, you know, basically help train the clones, get them where they needed to be. Grand Army of the Republic. Yeah, I've got both. I love this. My wife got me this one. So it's the original and the new. Boba and Din, which I do love Din's armor. It's so much better than Boba's. So where I'm at with the armor pieces, and these are pretty standard. So this is ABS vacuum formed plastic, and you've got the cod piece, butt piece. It is an old style, again, Jango or Boba style chest armor. So it comes in 4 pieces. I kind of wish it was the one Mando piece, because that would have been a whole lot easier to do. But that's what the chest goes like. I've added EVA foam on the back here, so we're going to add some Velcro in order to be able to attach this to the flight vest that he's got. So this came like this. I had to cut the ridges in here as well to kind of get that. Forged by Light, General Kenobi. Forged by Light Gaming. Did you start another channel, dude? Dual channel in it? Growing on me? Unless that's a completely different Forged by Light. I don't know. Could be. If that's Shannon and them. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know. If it is Forged by Light, I sent you the spinning video and I hope you got it. Go easy on me. So yeah, this will all be attached with Velcro. And I have Velcro by the yard. I don't know if that's the bell or the crow. We'll call this the bell. I always put the soft side on any of the fabric pieces that I have. And that's just if you're washing them. If you have to wash them, the soft side will wash better than that side. So that's just personally what I do. What's up, Codeco? What is up, my man? The other half. Okay. So we got us our belly crew. And we're just gonna really add some pieces in here to give it something to stick to. So for this, I'm thinking I'm gonna go across like that on both the top pieces. Very simply. And I'm just going to glue this to the armor using CA glue, super glue. I will glue the corresponding piece to the flak vest and the jumpsuit using E6000. I just feel like it sticks better to fabric. than super glue. And I get my super glue, literally, I get this shit off Temu. CA glue is all the same. It doesn't matter where you get it, so there's no reason to spend a whole lot of money on expensive CA glues. Just use the cheap stuff. Go get my spray. This is not gonna stick down. Hold. I'll be right back. Alright, I've returned. Activator spray. So this will turn a 30-second dry into an instant dry. And it makes it much easier to work with CA glue. And there. So it is stuck there. We'll have the corresponding piece up there and stick it like that. Thank you, Crown. I appreciate it, man. I will build you a cosplay too. This is a commission work. This is not for myself. I'm doing this for somebody else, and I can build your next armor too. Hit me up in my bio. There's a link tree, and I have armor submission and commission submission requests. So feel free to hit me up. Sometimes, in spite of that, it still doesn't want to stick. So I tend to always do this also before I paint, because occasionally you are going to need to clip these things in there to get them to stick good, and if you're already painted, you're going to mess up that paint. You don't want to mess up the paint. Alright, I'm done. Little bitty sliver for the centerpiece. So is everybody excited for Halloween? Anybody dressing up when they hand stuff out to the kids or going trick-or-treating? I don't know how old you are. No shade if you're old and you're going trick-or-treating. More power to you. I will be probably dressing up as a clone trooper to hand out stuff to the kids. That's just what I do. A little Velcro on there. So all this is going to be attached to this here flak vest. So the flak vest will get the corresponding leather attached or Velcro attached to it. He's got a one-piece Boba style jumpsuit. Very common with janitors these days. the Boba jumpsuit ready to go. Flak vest over top of that. And he's got some cool leather pieces that go with this as well. His belt. This is a custom leather belt that he had made for it. West Star. Got to have the West Star. So yes, this is pretty cool. And it's real leather. You can hear the squeak. No, I do not have a Death Trooper. Death Trooper is in the black one, or Death Trooper is in the ones from Ahsoka. I don't have a Death Trooper. I love that armor. The problem with that armor is that the undersuit for that, it's like a really funky ass leather undersuit, and it is extremely expensive to get made. I don't know if anybody's making them anymore, so I would love a Death Trooper, but probably not gonna happen. Very cool helmets though, all lit up and shit. Guess this one. I just want to pick up the top. Try this one side and then the other side. What's up, Ike? Coming well. Coming well. I'm getting very close to being ready to paint. I'm adding some Velcro to kind of create the strapping for all of this. And then, yeah. Ready to go on paint. So, these shoulders. These shoulders are literally just going to sit right on top of here like that. And so I'm just going to do one strip of Velcro right in the middle there. For that, yeah, I've never strapped a Mandalorian like this. So I'm kind of playing a guessing game on some of these. And then we'll see how it goes. You know, if I need to change stuff up when we do a test fitting, I will. But I'm fairly confident that what I'm doing here will work. Mostly fairly confident. Yeah, and I love, as much as I love doing all this stuff, I really enjoy the painting, and I can't wait to get the painting on this one. It's a unique look. You know, it's almost a desert camo military look to him. Should be a fairly simple paint. It does have some cool weathering. He's got these 3 like slashes that kind of come down the helmet, and I plan on actually making those actual slashes in the helmet itself. So that'll be kind of cool. Weathering is due. No, do I like Commander X? Yes. Do I have Commander X? No. Do I want to do Rex armor? Not so much. And it's simply because I don't like commas. I don't like the clone skirt. Not my thing. I feel like it's adding too much difficulty into the costume. And I just don't want to play around with the dresses. So yeah, as much as I love Commander or Captain Rex as a character, I don't think I'll ever do that armor. I feel like there's far too many Rexes out there anyway. It's a very common character when you're seeing clones get together. So I prefer, armor look-wise, I prefer Cody. I just think that armor looks so much cooler. Cody has a jetpack, whereas Rex wears a skirt. So to me, that Cody wins. Cody wins. All right. That's pretty much Velcroed down for all of that stuff. So that's where we're at, kids. We got the helmet. We're gonna dry that this part. Let me show you what we've got for the earpieces, though, so you can kind of see what it looks like all together. So I've got two of these that will go on either end for the earpieces. One there, bottom one over here for this. That's it down there for this one, and then this one has the top part as well. Excuse me, I've got it all taped together here, but the top part that will go right up there, that is that. So gonna get these pieces all painted, and then I'll assemble those separately. So really, oh yeah, and I also have the thighs that I'm working on. So he did not get the thigh armor with this. He basically got two sheets of ABS plastic that I'm then having to create the thigh pieces out of. So I'm having to heat them up and get them slightly bent. This one needs just a little more warping to it, but you can see they're kind of starting to bend, and then cut the shape out. And then these will become the thigh pieces. So thighs, finish the knees, figure out the blaster darts on the knees, construct the helmet, and then we're painting and strapping. So this one's coming along. He wanted it done by the end of the year. That's gonna be no problem at all. You know, I should have this done well before December, I would think. But we'll go from there. Then the only other thing I do need to figure out is on the gauntlets. He has tubing on the gauntlets that I'm just gonna have to figure out how to do, because I don't know if the tubing's gonna come with the gauntlet kits. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. If you did, like it. That helps YouTube tell other people to watch this as well. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I think you'll enjoy that. I think you'll enjoy my content. If you liked this one, you'll like the other stuff. I got lots of builds. I got lots of cosplays. I do lots of stupid shit. So if you liked it, give me a like. Appreciate y'all being here. As always, I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.